Hello everyone, good evening, afternoon, morning, it doesn't matter. Hello, welcome. It is, as always, an absolute joy to have you all here today. Bread, thank you for lurking while you are working. Best of luck with what you are working on. I hope that today goes well on your side. And for everyone else who is here while otherwise occupied, I appreciate your being here as well. Hello. Okay, so today we've got two things happening. Firstly, we're going to be opening up with doing a quick 2-hour, 1-layer experimental painting for Veer VT. He's one of our regulars here. You'll have seen his name in chat a couple of times if you've been around a while. Hope it goes well too. It has been a time. Oh no. I hope that today is not a second Monday this week, if you catch my drift. But yes. And yes, if all goes well, then after finishing Veer's commission, we will be continuing with our comic chaos, the crossover comic chaos with M21 from Noblesse and Doppio Drop Scythe as a personal art challenge thing. I ran a poll a couple of weeks back, whoopsie, to do a combat illustration, and unexpectedly it ended up being a 3-way tie, and that makes the normal composition a little bit tricksy. So to counteract this, we decided to go for a comic, and it is now 14 pages long. So we've got the storyboards down, we've got the type mostly in place, so that needs now inking and screen tones and all of that fun stuff, so we will be working on that a little bit as well. Today is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. It is, near as makes no difference, 8:10 in my time zone at the moment. Also, if you guys have been following some of my text posts, you will have known that I am currently sick, so if I need to cough or wheeze or snuffle, I apologize. If I need to mute for a second, just catch the nose that's running away from me. That is the thing that's happening at the same time. And yes, my elbows already feel like they want to explode, so we'll see how the stamina holds up this day. But yes, that's the game plan. So with all that said, let us jump right into the main thing. So here on the right hand side of the screen, we can see our reference of Veer. We're doing a portrait, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. The only thing I've done on this canvas over here so far is that I have saved it. That is all that I've got, so work time on this thing is currently still at 0 minutes. In terms of what the brief was, I have basically got full creative reign in terms of what to do with this. It makes it a challenge to decide. Harry, can I call you Harry? Ria is better, please. Because, yeah, we do not want to have people having gendering confusion with names and nicknames. Ria, you can just go Romeo India Alpha. It's in the video description as well if you want, but I usually use Romeo India Alpha as my nickname, as a shortened version, but it's really, you could use that, you could go, oh, it's actually also in the video title. Or other people also will go Romeo India Echo Romeo as well, either which is fine. I really don't particularly care, just Harry? Maybe not. Ria's nice. I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad. Okay, So I've got full reign in terms of this portrait. I've got 2 hours to do it. Timed 1 layer. Those are the 2 restrictions that I've got. And now I need to decide what I'm actually going to do with this. I've been trying to think of it all day, how I'm actually going to do this portrait in terms of what mood, what lighting, and all of that. If I just look at what I have previously done in terms of these experimental portraits, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag. Some more high contrast, some more low contrast. All pretty neutral, I'd say, in terms of expression and so on. So let's try something a little bit more dynamic, I think so. Because I've lurked in a couple of various streams as well, and he's got energy. And if you've seen his edits, you get an idea of his personality quite a bit, so. Also, yes, 100% I would recommend Ver if you need edit for a video clip or shorts clip or something. He's really good at this. Right, so color scheme is pretty much this white, purple, beige, khaki with these cobalt blue stripes. The purple is the dominant. So. What I want to do, I want this to have a little bit more contrast, I think. Now, he's got a lot of contrast between his face and the polar neck, so I don't want his outfit to completely disappear. So in terms of determining the background, because that will determine our lighting scenario entirely, I do want to go with something unless I do a... Should I do one of these? No. I want this. The entire point of this is to do a color study at the same time. So, what I'm gonna do. Brain is a bag of cats. Let's see. How am I gonna handle this? What expression do I want to do? Something a little bit more fun, maybe. Let me see. Okay, how am I going to do this? What expression am I going to use? Too much freedom is paralyzing, guys. Please, help. Too much freedom is paralyzing. I've been trying to think of what expression I was going to use for this guy all day. Angry is... it's a little out of character. Let's see. Okay, maybe the better question is going to be, what color are we going to make the feel of the thing? You know what? I think I know what I'm going to do. We'll see if this is going to end colossally badly or not, but it's better than nothing. Okay. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to really quickly block in some really messy color blocks. Something like that. My foolproof way of dealing with freedom of choice paralysis. Tell the artist I trust you, do whatever. Oh yeah, except that it's the artist that gets the freedom of choice paralysis afterwards. It's really difficult scenario. Like, my personal request to anyone who commissions me for a thing, please don't ask me to do whatever. Like, you can give me a mood. That's enough to work off of if you want me to have creative freedom, but please don't make me do everything from scratch. Because my understanding of the world is that people who are, for the most part, folk who will say, no, I'm happy with anything, are just as soon happy with nothing. And so that may not necessarily be the case in this instance. I have seen it enough to be wary. Okay, so this looks really messy at the moment, and that's fine. We're still blocking everything out. Okay, so as far as the absolute rawest parts go, I guess that just about covers it. Sai, hello, greetings from the field, how goes? We have survived the day, but it's been an interesting one. Veer, I don't know if I want to spoil myself or not, but how's it going? How's it going? Veer, is that I am currently suffering a little bit of creativity paralysis. Too many options help. Have you got a preferred expression in mind? Please let me know, because I'm not 100% sure what to do with myself here. And I don't want to waste all 2 hours that I've assigned to working with this thing, not actually even knowing what I'm doing. Or still deciding, what expression are we going to use? I'm just a silly little guy, do what you want. Yeah. Yep. I will... Okay, I will roll with that. Silly. Okay. Rin, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry, I saw your message earlier, Rin. I just have not had the capacity to answer yet. I will say that I like to wink a lot. Noted! Noted! Okay. That gives me something to work with. Okay, so our deal is that we've got 2 hours to do this entire illustration, and we are not allowed to do a second layer. That is our 2 limitations. Lol, it's fine, you're a busy bee. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I am a little hopelessly busy sometimes. I'm sorry. But it's fine, it's fine. We'll figure things out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make our shadows warmer, I think, yes. It's quite dark, wow. Maybe not quite so much. Okay, so that'll do. And I don't want to spoil myself, so I'll lurk and be back fully later. Okay, you do you, Rare. I will keep you updated. If you hear panic noises, that's part of the process, don't freak out. Good luck with the things you need to do. Abbott, hello, hello, welcome. Greetings, greetings, sir. Hope you're doing good today. Oh, okay. So first things first, we're gonna start by using this to just pull out a little bit of extra depth. I contact glued this thing slightly off center and now it's stuck there forever. No, 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 no! Being productive while hanging out here. Awesome. But no, I understand the pain of the misaligned contact cementing. New pain. I understand that pain. Okay, so I'm going to have the back eye be open and the front eye closed. Since winking is the order of the day. I'm almost turning this glove into a piece of armor because I'm supporting with just warblood pots. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is this on your Noctis build, or am I thinking of something else? Or are you building something else that I don't know about yet? Yes, Noctis glove. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Okay, before I get too into this, I need to actually finish figuring out what I want to do with this background. I want it to be darker at the top, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select outside. Yes, airbrush. No, gradient. Something like that. Yes, that'll do. Okay. Select, reselect, and then what I want to do is let's add a little bit of texture in here somehow. What kind of texture are we gonna do? Let's add something. Where's my cross-hatching brushes? This has the potential to turn out awesome or a total disaster because I'm winging it. Oh wow. Oh wow. We'll see how much I regret that later. Possibly quite a lot. I'm going to undo that because I am going to regret that later. Unless what I do is I come back here and I grab this this thing and I kind of just mulch it together, something like that. It's so complicated that if I think about it too much, I'll just never get it done, so I just gotta go. That is totally fair, totally fair. Well, this has certainly given me texture. But I gotta be careful now of this color bleed. Well, I'm blur meshing this madness together. Okay, now the question is, do I want to do something? It feels like it wants something across this in the composition. It feels like it wants. It wants something across. That line-ish. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Something like that, something like that. Yes. Okay, flip upright again. We can think of context later, I suppose. Pardon. Get that out from under my wrist, thank you. Goodbye. Let's see. So we've got a warm front light and cold rim light. Or a warm full light, rather. And let's do that. Smooth that up. I want a little bit more full light from the front end. I'm actually just going to pull this brush up the chain. Temporarily. Okay. There we go. Now, here, I'm going to grab that one. Something like that. Putting the Final Fantasy IV OST on in the background. It's been so long, so I listened to it. Yeah. Oh wait, no. 15 OST. I misread stupidly. Yes. Yes. Oh man, that OST is one of the best. Honestly, I listen to it so regularly. Like, for someone who's never played the game, I actually listened to that OST quite a lot. Oh man, it's got some fantastic working music to it though. $18 minutes in. Okay. To be honest, you don't even need to play the game because the music just tells the whole story in itself. Yeah. Like, listening to the OST in order is just very effective. But one day I want to. Like, I've got a kind of a collection of Final Fantasy games that I just really want to get around to playing. So, my Final Fantasy Thursdays, which have become Final Fantasy Fridays, they're going to be going for a while because I've got a lot to work through. And then I want to also get into 14 again. Once I've got some stability and can afford the time and can validate the time. Yeah, Final Fantasy for days or years rather. Yeah. Like, there are a couple of titles that I'm missing. Couple of significant titles that I'm still missing. but I'll get there eventually. I know a lot of people have legit criticism for Final Fantasy 15, but it was one of the first Final Fantasy games I played, though. It has a good vibe. Yeah, like, every story has its issues that can be criticized, and every game has its issues that can be criticized. So, you know what? Fair. Nothing is perfect. But I think, you know what? When something is just good and gives you a good enough and gives you an emotional response, I think that is a good enough game. Same for me, it was the one that sunk me into the Final Fantasy hole. Ren, you're the one who's actually, at the end of the day, responsible for sinking me into the Final Fantasy hole with your cosplay stuff. Because I was on the fringes, and then it's like, your cosplay stuff is just like, okay, I gotta know what's going on here now. I must know. Can't believe it's been a while. Nothing's perfect, and being able to admit something is flaws but is still good is a key to being able to actually review games. Yeah. Not specifically talking about this game, but I think it's important to acknowledge the difference between enjoyment and quality. Yeah, that is fair. That is also a fair point. Because you can enjoy something that is actually wretched in quality, but if it serves the purpose of being cheap and nasty entertainment, if it serves its intended purpose, I don't know. Like, it must just not be so broken that it's inexcusable, I guess. 24 minutes in. Okay, I need to add a little bit more depth here now. This is going to be something like that. Also valid, there's a few games I admit are absolutely awful in terms of quality, but I've sunk too many hours to pretend I didn't have fun with it. Yeah. Aura Kingdom is the awful one for me, but I keep going back, and I have since 2014. Oh, wow. Like, some people seem to have so much arrogance in their taste that they think anything they enjoy may be the best thing ever. Like, there are games and movies that I enjoy that are the first to point out the flaws in. Yeah, but that's the difference between being rational and being an irrational fan. Like, you can be a fan of something and still critique it. You can enjoy a thing and still critique it. And I think that little bit of for lack of a better way of phrasing it, user maturity is something that not everyone has developed. Okay. Like, I love most Final Fantasy, but I genuinely wouldn't recommend Final Fantasy 13 to my worst enemy, but I know there are people who love it and they're valid for it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I know I attempted 13 once. I didn't get very far. But I attempted it. I didn't get far enough to decide how I really felt about the plot. And I was still too new a gamer to know anything about gameplay, really. All I know is that I got to one point and I was actually too underleveled to go any further. And I basically gave up because I was stuck just before a boss, having to grind, and I didn't have the time for it. "13 is quite linear. I played long enough to get to a more open area, but by then I was so bored with the story that I lost interest. Lightning is not a very interesting protagonist, in my opinion." I can't actually remember what I felt about Lightning, or if I was still making up my opinion on her. But, well, I suppose everyone's got one or two games like that you kind of just... This main character just doesn't vibe with me. I feel like that's one of her flaws. She's quite bland and forgettable. I will be honest, the only person in the Final Fantasy 13 cast that I can remember at the moment, if I think what faces are in this game, the only person I can remember is Snow, aside from Lightning. That's the only person I remember from the game. From what I've seen, that's the general consensus, is that lightning is kind of a plank of wood. Yeah. They might have been trying something with her character development in that sense of trying to go for a character that's more neutral so that the player can project a little bit, but I don't think that worked. But then I might just be making an assumption there on their behalf. Who knows? I remember more about the supporting cast than lightning. I agree on the plank of wood for sure. Oh, guys. Okay. Well, I think we can stop casting shade on lightning for now. We can agree that she's got some room for development in terms of how she could have been handled, but could-haves are, frankly, neither here nor there. Which is weird how bland she is as a protagonist, considering the lead dev is, from what I've heard, absolutely obsessed with her. Like, I've heard whispers that, or rumors that she's basically intended to be like a gender bend of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, but I don't think that it worked for her. Okay, Ren, I think that's the point where you can stop throwing shade. Wow, that was spicy. There's project lead, yeah. Well, let us not take fictional people and project our opinions onto them as a qualitative determination on the character of others. I think that would not be a good idea. Let's just try not to judge the actual living, breathing humans, alright? Crit where it's due, but when it comes to their tastes, that's between them and the lamppost. If it's not dangerous. Okay. This is the song. I have had a riff periodically stuck in my head every few months for weeks on end, and the song that just started playing on my end is the riff. Now I just need to actually remember it. I'm gonna write that down so that it can be on my desk for when I next want to pull my hair out about it. that song that the boys use in their warm-up. You can never... Let me just click out of this so that it doesn't count the time. Remember. And it's the riff from Black Knight by Deep Purple. So that is the riff that plagues me every now and again. Okay. Okay, so where are we? 36 minutes in on the clock. So here, what we're going to do... the camping OST just came up. This is such a vibe. Nice. I gotta love the whiplash of my playlist. We went from Deep Purple to Julia Iglesias in the matter of a second. Cancel. Okay. Okay. Now he's got black eyelashes and black eyebrows. So, nope, not happy with that curve. Not happy with that curve. There we go. And let me just sharpen up this corner a little bit. How are we for time? We've been at it for 42 minutes, so we're starting to run a little bit short, considering that we've still got some structure work to do before we get into last minute polish. Okay, perfect. Okay, getting there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to just soften down here a little bit. There we go, there we go. And let me expand on this expression just a little bit more, because I played it really safe in the initial take. There we go. There we go. Now what I do want to do is just pull this in a little bit closer here. Just flip that. That's looking a little bit better, yes. Okay. There we go. Then over here, we're going to just reduce that size a little bit and soften this edge. There we go. And next, grab here. Okay. Where is that one? And let's see. There we go. That's the raw basics on that, and then we'll add highlights after. Although I do think that I need to change this angle a little bit. Alright, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. So, next, we're going to continue with the hair. And something like that, okay? Okay. Getting there, getting there. Doo-doo-doo-doop. somewhere around there again. Okay, in here, we're gonna like that. Okay, getting there, getting there, getting there. Time check, 58 minutes in, out of 2 hours available to us. We're getting there, I think. Now, you can't really tell from the reference where the actual origin point of the hair flow sits, so I'm going to have to guesstimate that it actually sits on the opposite side of his head a little bit, based off of the reference. It looks like it sits about here. Which means that the general flow of his hair is more that way. Okay, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Okay, we're almost got it on the hair here. Almost got it on the hair here. All right, making progress. We are an hour and 4 minutes into this painting. Save button is probably a good idea, as well as a sip of coffee quickly. Let me just click off so that this timer stops running, because I'm not on that canvas. Oh, because by now my coffee is cold. So, everyone, acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverage and have a sip. Yep, the coffee is cold. Shame. Oh well. But you know what's bugging me? Hydrate indeed. Yes, yes, hydrate's time. The subject matter himself has spoken. But you know what's bugging me is the amount of headroom. There is not enough canvas above the head that is bugging me. That's why I said safe for consumption, Ren. That is why I said safe for consumption. You really love making me worry for you. Okay. So let me pull this down a little bit. There we go. And this we're gonna fold there like that, and this we're gonna fold there like that, and we're gonna grab this color again, and then we're gonna grab our... We can use that somewhere, that's fine. Fold that in like that. Blur brush. No. Painterly blender. Yes, 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 yes. Make it bigger. There we go. Obliterate that. Grab you. Let's grab this brush. Make you huge. There we go. I don't think contact cement even counts as a liquid. It does not say anywhere it is not safe to drink, only says you shouldn't breathe it in. Ren, I'm worried. Loophole. Please don't. Please don't loophole the contact cement. Please don't loophole the contact cement. It is not safe for consumption, please. Unless you want to glue the contents of your stomach to the interior of your stomach, which I cannot imagine being comfortable. I cannot imagine that being comfortable at all. I'll grab the non-toxic wood glue then. Ren, please stop attempting to consume the adhesives. You guys are helpless. Parental advice required. This is why they don't ever let kids do crafts unsupervised. If you're not supposed to make it, if you're not supposed to eat it, why do you make it smell nice? Asks everyone who has ever had to deal with any perfumed chemical. Ever. If not eat, why smell good? That said, please do not eat. That which is not designed for the consumption, is not designed for consumption by organic life forms. Not everything that flows is a liquid, right? Like magma. If I recall correctly, it technically isn't liquid, it's still rock, just molten. Yeah, I do believe that the definition of a liquid is a substance whose molecules have gotten hot enough so that they flow past each other freely, but not so much that they are in a gaseous state. So by that definition, yes, magma would technically be a liquid because it does have convection currents in it, which implies the ability for molecules to flow past one another freely. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, now let's tackle this ear. Let's tackle this ear. Chaos Cat, you're picking a fight with me. If you want on my lap, just meow and say so. Unless you want out the door. What do you want? Chaos? Brr. What do you want? Is viscosity not a factor though? No. Glass is technically a liquid, even though it's a very, very slow liquid. Adding magma to the list of forbidden hydrators. Oh boy. Okay, Chaos Cat, what do you want? Come, what do you want? Chaos Cat is now in the lap. We'll see for how long. Wood glue does not, in fact, taste like wood. I call false advertisement. Oh, man. Ren, I do not know what to say. Yeah, I did know that actually. You can notice on old windows because the glass will be thicker at the bottom than at the top and because it's slowly flowing downward. Yeah, it's like how old drinking tumblers will also be more brittle as well, especially by the rim, for similar reasons. Okay, Chaos Cat did in fact not want the lap. I'm just gonna let him out quickly before he decides to pull out the death needles. Come on, Chaos. Meow. Okay. Chaos Mal with the death needles has been released into the wild. And that should do the trick. There we go. That ain't it. I want that one. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Okay. Time check, 1 hour 15. Okay, so we've got 45 minutes left for polish. Okay. Good, because we're gonna desperately need all of those for 45 minutes. Let's just see here quickly. There's actually quite a bit of space. There's quite a bit of space. This is a little bit too tight. And a little bit too narrow. All right, now let's go with that. Okay. And you, what we're going to do is we're going to go like that. Something like that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. Something is bugging me. Something is bugging me and I don't like it. The something that is bugging me starts here. Is the cat's name Chaos, or does he hold the title of Chaos Cat? He is the resident Chaos Cat. His name is in fact not Chaos. But he is the resident Chaos Cat. We have the Chaos Cat, we have the Boss Cat, and we have the Orange Cat, who is the... You never see him because he's hiding somewhere cat. The reverse cat. The orange cat is the reverse cat. That's one of the things that's bugging me. Everything is a little bit too far forward there. Okay. Pardon. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see. How am I gonna do this? Still not 100% happy with the lighting scenario here. That'll do. Where is my brush? That works. That works. Okay, then here we're gonna need to do a little bit more breathing room as well. All right, now Nope, that's not it, that's not it. Okay. Hue shift. Okay. Adding a little bit of the blue on this side was in fact the right call. Let me just grab this color though and make a teeny bit lighter version to just do our edge detailing with. There we go. There we go. Happier with that edge now. Okay. Alright, so that side is starting to get there. This side, however, I'm still feeling a little flat. Okay, let's get this. Alright, I'm gonna start by just softening this in a little bit. Time check, 1 hour 34. So I've got just about 25 minutes to finish polishing this thing. And I'm going to need to change the thumbnail on this stream because there is no ways on this blue earth that I am going to have stamina or the man hours left in this day afterwards to continue on the comic. That is definitely not going to continue this day. Sadly. Why? Because me in my ill delirium never calculated that, if I start at 8:30, it's going to be 10:30 by the time I'm done with this painting. Fair and valid, but this is looking good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay. Now this gets lighter. Now we just warp this into the semblance of the correct shape. And blur these in. Okay, time check. We have 15 minutes left. Okay. Let's do the eye shine here. I'm gonna switch my brush style to a glow dodge. No. Add glow. That's better. Harsh edges. Okay, and then back to normal mode. Grab this again. Okay, almost there, almost there. Time check, 47. Time check, 49 minutes. What more can I do? Flip. Still a bit flat on this side. Okay, let's do pure white. And I need to add a little bit of warmth on this side. A little bit of warm white goes a long way. That already just lifts things up a little bit. Okay. Now I've got my 1 hour 52. So let's put this on a multiply brush style and just pull in a little bit of an edge here. Not so much though. Undo, undo, undo. Straighten up. And before I forget, he has got a chain around his neck. He's got a chain around his neck. Hold up. Let me handle that real quick before I forget again. I've got enough minutes for it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Okay, almost there. Time check, 56. 57. Blur, make it big. Soften everything over here, get you out of focus a little bit. Don't want to draw attention to you. And 58. Grab you. There we go. Is there anything else I can do to this in the last minute? I don't think so. Nothing that's going to be of significant value to the overall piece, I don't think. And there. 2 hours. According to the Clip Studio clock. Save button. We are there! We are there. Veer, if you are still lurking, I hope you are happy with this. I will probably decide how I feel about it personally when I look at it once again with fresh eyes on another occasion. That is not, in fact, this evening. What I do want to do though, because this is going to bug me if I leave it be, is just that. And there we go. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy if I look at the thumbnail. Thank you guys for being with me with this process. I have always had the disclaimer up that these one-layer paintings, these 2-hour paintings, are very much experimental, so I'm learning things as I go when I do these. But I think it went pretty well this time. Like, for the limited time, there's only so much polish you can do. And with also the restriction for the single layer, there's only so much polish you can do in that time, but I'm pretty happy with how this one came out, I think. Thanks for the stream. It is an absolute pleasure, Braid. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I realized that I was pretty quiet a lot of the time, between the focus on what I was actually doing in the clock, and the brain fog of still fighting the flu or whatever this mad sick is that I don't even know what it is. And I'm not going to go find out, I'm just going to fight through it. I think I probably could have spoken more, but also It's now 10:30 at night, guys. I had a full day starting at like 9 o'clock this morning. It's been a shift on my end, so all things considered, I'm pretty happy with everything. Except for the shade on these teeth. Hold up, I'm not going to be satisfied until I fix this. It's a subtle thing, but it's going to drive me insane. Here we go. And that's not going to be a substantial addition to the time. You better take care of it, else. I will, I promise. I did take a little bit of a nap this afternoon. I did take like an hour's nap at about 5. Yeah, 5. I took an hour's nap. I just couldn't anymore. But at 6 o'clock I had a phone call with the insurers. So, yeah, fun. Adulting. So let us quickly have a look at what is happening this week. Very, very importantly, tomorrow we've got a collab happening. So we are having our first collab on this channel with Sam, Sai, who you see in chat. So we're having a collab with Sai Prime. We're teaching him how to draw some stuff. I don't know what yet. The entire point of this is that I get the briefing on the day of exactly what I'm doing. So we'll see what I'm teaching the guy when the time comes. Now, importantly to keep in mind for this one is that this will be a dual POV stream. So I will have my canvas open on my side, he will have his canvas open on his side. So we're going to encourage you guys to keep both tabs open for this stream, because that way you can see both the example and the execution. Because I'm going to be paying attention to what he's doing as well, so that obviously I can give feedback. So I do encourage everyone to pitch in and watch both streams at the same time, so that you guys can see what's going on. And then Thursday we continue with the comic chaos. And if I've not been an absolute fool, which I think I have, because I forgot about Thursday evenings being occupied in my world, from 6 to 8 in the evenings, which is basically right smack dab in the middle of stream time. So I will let you guys know. I might bump the Thursday stream to Saturday. Because I forgot about the Thursday thing. That's literally right in the middle of my stream time. Because you guys are not around when I have a morning, so there is that. So Saturday, potentially, we will have the comic thing instead of Thursday. I will keep you guys updated. It will be posted both here on my YouTube in the community tab and on my Twitter, so keep your eyes open and you will get the updates on that. Then on the sports and fitness side of things, also we've got a couple of things going on. So Friday we are going to do a morning quell stream, so we're going to be punching things and hopefully keeping a streak going on Shardfall. So if you guys want to see some cathartic beating up of sentient plants and some mecha, come join in on that. It's going to be a short stream, and I see that I failed to add the time in there. I'm going to update the schedules in totality, oh my word. That will be at 8 o'clock UTC, so 0800 hours UTC will be the Shardfall stream. And you'll see that I've got a volunteering thing that is happening on Saturday. In my local area, we have what we call Parkrun. It is a free to participate in community walking and running event, either a 2 kilometer or a 5 kilometer, depending on where you are. And in my area, we are having our 10-year anniversary of this parkrun. So I'm going to be volunteering for that. I usually don't make a mention of parkrun, even though I try to do it, although this year has been bad because it's just been sick for ever and a day. But yeah, we are volunteering for that, and if there is one in your area, I do strongly encourage you guys to participate as well, because it is free. It is fun. It's an easy way to communicate or to integrate into your community without necessarily needing to talk to people. Just showing your face, even if you've got headphones on, and walking the route. It's a good way to engage in your community, and it's low stakes in that regard. Also, because you're walking with a group of people, you've got a better safety aspect as well. So all in all, lots of benefits to that. And I personally, when I do participate in parkrun, I walk it. So walkers are just as welcome as runners. There are literally no restrictions within the rules of your particular event. So if there's a rule that you are not allowed to walk your dog at the same time because of some other safety hazard, whatever, then that is something to take into consideration. But for the most part, you can follow the rest of the walkers and runners, and it's actually a really, really nice event. So I know it's not everywhere around the world at the moment, but I do know that there are a couple of places in the United States that do it. I know there's a bunch of places in Europe that do it. Interestingly, I know there's a bunch of places in Japan that do it too, so that's pretty cool. Australia's also got a couple. So check it out. If you like the idea but are not seeing one on the world map, it may be something that you can have people who are connected in your community pitch and see what you can arrange, because as a aid to local business, it's great. And also to tourism and all of that. So all in all, I have no bad words to say about parkrun. I am not being paid to say this. I've just got to put this on record. I just really like the event and I like the concept. I've been doing parkrun for about 5 years-ish, 6 years-ish, on and off. I've not got my first 50 yet because I've had just really, really, really bad luck between being sick and being traveling, and being immobile. So I'm still working on it. But yeah, great initiative, and I do recommend that if there is one available, to check it out and give it a try. What's going on? To freeze. Hi, do you remember me? I am not sure if I remember your username there. I am so sorry. But then again, I've got a memory like a goldfish, so please don't take that personally. I'm so sorry. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm going to wind down now because it is late and I need sleep desperately before I basically end up sneezing into this microphone, because I have been holding back a sneeze for the last 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Ow. I remember when you were drawing on the last stream. Vaguely. I will need to recheck VODs, but it's... once again, my memory is like a goldfish right now. Please don't hold it against me. I have been sicker the last 2 days than what I care to think about too hard. So, everyone, I'm going to love and leave you all for the day. Rest well when you get to it. My battery has just run flat. So, yes, I shall see you guys tomorrow for unprepared art class with Sai. Hopefully my brain will be screwed on slightly more tightly than it is right now, but I intend to have a good night's sleep between now and then, and yes, all that said, good night, rest well, and until tomorrow, cheery bye.